The day that I was ordained was very, very interesting. Of course, nervous all the way up to that point. It was on a Friday night. I got ordained with probably about 15 other ministers, which was quite interesting because the ministers that I got ordained with was ministers when I came to Redeem. In 2000, I graduated from the CRL ministerial training program, so I became a licensed minister. Within those 2 years, the Lord had blessed the ministry that He had given me to the point to where as though He had elevated me to the office of eldership. Now, understand there was 42 people in that class with me, and out of the 42 people in that class, I was the only one to be ordained out of that class. It was a day that I felt the Lord really had ushered me into a secret place. It's a day where I felt so humble and so grateful to the Lord because I began to look back over my life and see what the Lord had did for me, what the Lord done for me, and it just made me feel so humble, so at a place of just unbelief. Really, unbelief that God could take such a broken vessel and put it back together again. Once being ordained, I began to, really pray and ask God for direction. Now, I wanted to be in Virginia Beach. I would, drive to Virginia Beach constantly and just, oh Lord, I feel your spirit there, and Lord, change that thing around. So once ordained, I started putting things in motion, started praying and asking God for direction on where He wanted me to go and what direction He wanted me to go into. And of course, He kept pushing the pastor into my spirit and kept confirming it to the point where as though we put things in motion and began to actually pray. As I remember, we was looking for a house, and we began to pray for, a house, and God kept shutting every door. Credit was good enough, made enough money, but God was just shutting the door. Something would happen, I wouldn't feel right about it. And so the Lord said, pray about ministry. And as I started praying about ministry, that's when God started showed us to move to Pennsylvania. The very first day was interesting. I was nervous as all get up, of course, to preach my first sermon as a pastor. First day started off very early. I woke up about 5 in the morning. Very excited, believing that God was going to do some great things. Got up that morning, got dressed, got over to the building very early. By the time I got there, some of our visitors that was coming from we had people from all over the place come to join with us on that first Sunday. And by the time I got there, there were several people already there waiting for us. It was a wonderful service. The service completely packed out in that building. I think that building held about 150 people. And I believe there was people even in the hallway that was there. It was just a phenomenal service. Then we stepped out on faith and got our first building we released. Totally gutted the building out and renovated the entire building. And God blessed there. Then we moved from there to this location. And the funny thing is that when we moved to this location, I believe God. I truly believe God. We needed so many $1,000s. And all we had in the bank was $500 in savings. And we needed a whole lot of money. And this building was completely in ruins, I would say. I consider it in ruins. And when I saw that it was a bathroom the square footage of the bathroom was literally, without any, exaggeration, was 2 by 4. It was 2 feet wide and 4 feet long. One bathroom. And I had no idea. I said, Lord, how are we going to be able to do this? We came in and we began to turn stuff down, turn walls down, open the space up, and begin to just work tirelessly from, I would say, the beginning of April all the way through to the Sunday that we came in, first Sunday in November of 2008. And I came in and I went in and I worked on those bathrooms until probably about 45 minutes before 11 o'clock, so about 10:15. Then came in here, washed up in my office, got myself dressed, and went in and preached the service. And we had a phenomenal time. In 5 years, I would love to see this ministry really flowing at a level where we're effectively reaching people. That's my biggest thing, evaluating effectiveness. Are we being effective in what we do? And so in that, we revamped the whole ministry to try to be more effective. And ministry it evolves. It changes with time, and we have to change with those times to be effective.